Okay, good people. I just want to take a minute to kind of explain something to you. Some of you may be receiving a notice from Comcast about copyright infringement or alleged copy. They're going to use the word alleged because they can't prove that you really actually did it. So they're going to about copyright infringement. But what I'm going to just remind everybody is that if you're not in one of the apps that we provide for you, that we pay for, that is not, pirated software. If you're in one of the apps, meaning that you can get 3, 6, HBO, Showtime, we pay for this. So it's not like you're not stealing or copyrighting. We pay for these apps. So if you're in one of these apps and doing anything, don't worry about it. You're not going to get a notice because of that. But if you are using one of the apps that we use, one of the third-party apps, meaning the apps that we also install on your Fire device for you to get content if you wish. If you use one of them, I suggest you use a VPN. Here's our VPN. Here's a VPN, right? It's called a virtual private network. We suggest you launch your virtual private network. Connect. So it's going to connect to the nearest city. I always use New York to connect to. That way you can't be monitored by your ISP. As you can see, my IP address changed and now I'm in New York City, or bouncing to New York City. If you're going to use some of these third-party apps and not through Progo or Gray Hosting, or if you're not going to use Venom, if you're not going to use one of those services that we pay for, that we subscribe to, I suggest that you use make sure you turn your VPN on. If you're using one of the third-party apps that we pay for, it's no need to turn your VPN on. You can if you wish, but we strongly suggest you utilize your VPN if you're going to use these third-party apps to watch content, watch movies or shows, etc., etc. What do I mean by that? Let's take cinema. Let's take Morpheus. Let's take cinema because the more popular one is cinema. You're going into cinema. Cinema is a third-party app, right? So that means you can get content through cinema. Some of this content is copywritten. We strongly suggest that you make sure you abide by the copyright infringement. But if you're going to use cinema, whether it's copyright material or not, you don't want people knowing where you're going or what you're doing. I mean, some of this, some of the stuff you can get that's not copywritten, some of it is copywritten. I strongly suggest that if you're going to use apps like cinema or third-party apps, you take advantage of our VPN. Or take advantage of a VPN. Maybe you don't want ours, maybe just you want another one, but take advantage of a VPN. If you're going to use cinema, if you're going to use Stremio, some of these apps that use torrent services, or go out and hit the internet that you can get this content from, I suggest that you use a VPN so they can't watch where you're going and watch what you're doing. Again, go out, you can just say VPN. If you use Alexa tool and say VPN, they'll bring up, services where you can get VPN. They'll bring up apps that you can subscribe to. IPVanish, the VPN for Fire TV, ExpressVPN. You'll see a number of VPNs that you can subscribe to. And some of them you can get some free. There are free VPNs. Again, I strongly suggest you use a VPN if you're going to use third-party apps. I'm also going to say this as well. Anybody can hack into anybody's Wi-Fi. So I can pretty much hack into anybody's Wi-Fi. Other people can hack into anybody's Wi-Fi. So they don't know, Comcast, Xfinity, when they're accusing you of watching content, they don't know if I came by and just was hacked into your Wi-Fi and was watching content, if the neighbor was hacked into your Wi-Fi. They don't know whether you did it or not. They only can allege that you did it. They want to accuse you of doing it. If I'm you, and then you get accused of that, because you never know. I would say, prove it. Come out and check my VPN. I'm not watching any illegal content. I'm not watching anything that's copywritten. Come out here and check my service out. Because again, your VPN or your Wi-Fi is open to the public. Anybody can tap into your Wi-Fi, whether it's password protected or not. Now, password protected makes it harder to tap into your Wi-Fi, but anybody can tap into your Wi-Fi. So if they allege that you did something wrong, we say, no, I didn't, and come out here and check it out because I'm not doing anything wrong. But to avoid all of that, I would say if you're going to watch third-party software, launch your VPN. Here's your VPN over here. Here's the VPN I use. Launch a VPN. If you're going to use services that we pay for, like Progo, like Venom, like Gray Hosting, if you're going to use these services, don't worry about it. Watch all the content you want. Do whatever you want to do because we pay for these services. We subscribe to these services. Again, it's for the third-party apps that we're referring to. All right, hope this video helps, and don't be intimidated by, a lot of people are using the Wi-Fi now because they're stuck in the house, so they're going to try to intimidate you. They're going to try to use this time to kind of, because they don't want you cutting the cord. So this is their scare tactic. They're going to be sending out letters saying you doing this, you doing that, and no, you're not. All right, that's my little 5 minutes worth or 4 minutes worth of tips, please take advantage of my information I'm sharing. IC Live TV. Subscribe now.